My name is Deborah Skalstad, and I did a Matchbox 20 guitar. I was inspired because Rob Thomas is a local celebrity. And I did the first song that they made popular on the charts, which is 3 a.m. And I painted the Salvatore Dali clock to depict the only time on the clock, which is 3 a.m.
Okay.
Also, I did the frets with matchboxes from fireplace matches.
Okay.
The entire guitar tells the song if you understand the lyrics of the song. The moon don't hang quite as high as it used to. This is done in a paint that is called Resist, so when the light shines on it, it has an opalescent quality.
Okay.
Happiness is a mat that sets at her doorway. That's the reason why I did the mat at the bottom. Another part of the song is she only sleeps when it's raining. And that's the beginning of the rain and the cloud of the Gibson at the very top.
What made you decide to do this project?
I was actually chosen after I had submitted some work that was juried, and I think there were close to 200 artists, and there were approximately 70 of us that were chosen. Some of us got a 10-foot guitar, others got a 6-foot guitar, and we tried to base it on music or some sort of genre that was relevant to the Orlando, Florida type area. The back of the guitar is a collaboration between Santana and Rob Thomas, and the song is called Smooth. This is, well, it's a hot one, 7 inches from the midday sun. This is the Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. Very bottom I put the heart because it says, "Give me your heart, make it real." This is Spanish Harlem, hence the music in the background and the bongos.
This is Tattooed Bill, everybody. We're in Orlando, Florida. I'm of Orlando Guitar Town. I had the distinction of being able to do a couple of these. One of mine is in New York, for the New York Yankees for Hard Rock Cafe. I did another one for Gibson to launch the whole thing here as far as the program for Guitar Town. And the one I'm sitting next to is my last one. And some of my favorite work as far as flames is Mama Kin. This was, the inspiration was Aerosmith. As a matter of fact, a friend of a friend is friends with some of the guys in the group, and they actually asked if I could do the guitar, so it was an honor that Aerosmith asked me to do their guitar. Mama Kin, this is a pretty cool backstory as to the name of it. It was actually Steven Tyler's favorite song off the first album. He had asked me to call it Mama Kin, and I looked up what Mama Kin meant, and it was kind of motivating for me as a creative person because Mama Kin is the spiritual force behind creativity and happiness. So that was kind of cool. Basically, the entire guitar is done in all warm colors. A lot of real intricate detail as far as the flames. It was a fun project. I spent many, many months over the course of the past summer doing the 3 guitars. And I want to say that the experience was just as fulfilling and rewarding for us, the artists, as it was for the people who got so much out of it, including the charities. It's been a lot of fun. This is the 3rd guitar that I painted. Again, Mama Kin, Aerosmith was the inspiration. As far as the colors, did a lot of colors ranging from bright yellows to deep rich reds and oranges, and basically all the colors you're going to see in a campfire. If you look, it says Solar Creativity, and you see a variation of a musical note and 2 cross paintbrushes because of the meaning behind Mama Kin as far as a soul of inspiration. That's why I call it Mama Kin Solar Creativity. It's musicians and visual artists coming together for a great cause. That's what it's all about. This particular one that I think makes my guitars unique is I do a lot of inlay work with mother of pearl, just like a real guitar. I do a lot of hand work, hand aging. My fretboards I'm really proud of because they actually look like rosewood. This is a fun project. This was kind of a difficult one because once again, I'm honored to be the only artist in the world to have done 3 of these. This was the 3rd one. I knew it was the last one I was going to be able to do. Quite frankly, I took my time on her, spent 5 weeks of my life on this particular piece. This particular guitar This is my second guitar. After the success of the Yankees piece, which is now in New York, Gibson gave me a challenge. Gibson handed me a guitar and said, Tattooed Bill, if you're good, make this look like this guitar. So I took that guitar and I studied it for a week, every grain. Picked it apart, thought about it, ate, drank, slept that guitar. And so it was a challenge. I'm kind of, I'm an ego-driven artist, I'll be honest with you. If a big company like Gibson's gonna give me a challenge to make it look like one of their guitars, I'm gonna try to do my best. And in all honesty, I will be frank with you, I've done hundreds of paintings, murals, done a lot of things creatively in my life. Out of everything I've ever done, this particular piece right here is very, very special to me. This is modeled after an actual guitar. It's a Gibson Heritage Cherry Sunburst. If you notice, there's a line going through when they manufacture these guitars, actually 2 pieces of wood. This is called a book match, meaning that the grains, the 2 panels are going to come from the same tree. Notice again the cherry sunburst wrapping around, the aged gold pickups, the rosewood fretboard, the mother of pearl inlays, all important details that I lovingly put on there. This particular one, I've had girlfriends I've lived with that I didn't love as much as this guitar.
The inspiration for my guitar was U2, especially Bono. A few years ago, he met John Paul II, Pope John Paul II, and he got the rosary from the Pope. And once on a concert on the stage, he pulled out the rosary, telling the crowd the story of his meeting with John Paul II, and he said that he gave him his sunglasses and Pope gave him back the rosary, and he hanged the rosary on the microphone and really reverently kissed the rosary. So that's the part of the inspiration. The other factor for my inspiration is me as a priest, my beliefs. And the other one is that actually rosary became quite popular as a tattoo right now and as a necklace. So I try to bring together, I can say, like sacrum and profanum, and that's the whole inspiration for a guitar. Really custom color. The guitar is supposed to look like an antique because of the rosary, because of the whole history for the church. It's like just founded underground. 300 years old guitar.
All right, thank you very much.